9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Happy Friday, everybody. This is your PR princess, your timeless elite, Stone Cold Courtney, whatever you want to call me, on this jam-packed Friday because we have so much happening. We have SmackDown, we have Ring of Honor Final Battle, we have TNA Final Resolution, we have NXT Deadline happening tomorrow. So much of a full-packed weekend of wrestling. Also, you know the news regarding Netflix, but thankfully, I'm not here alone, and it's a party here on a Friday. And it's always nice to have it with some of my favorite people. But I gotta go with ladies first. And I am so happy to have my pageant sister who also loves wrestling as much as I do. I have to give a shout out to Victoria Waco in the building.
Hey, it's been a busy week in wrestling and a busy weekend coming up.
Busy all around, and I am so happy to do that. Also, I have to bring another lady on here because she is your host with the most for Friday Night SmackDown to give you all the ins and outs, and I'm talking about my sister, Wrestling with Honey.
Buzz, my beautiful WWT universe. I have missed you guys so freaking much. It's not even funny. I know it's been a minute since we guys spoke. Victoria, I'm so happy to finally see you.
Yes,
like, for real, girl. Like not like what? Someone say party. Okay,
it is a party.
I'm here for this.
It's a party.
Yes, ma'am. I hope everybody's Thanksgiving was good. I'm still recovering from holidays. Still, finishing up the leftovers, dumping it all out. Just now I feel guilty. Really guilty for all the eating that I did. But.
That's always the feeling because, when Thanksgiving's over, we got to get ready for Christmas. And since War Games is done, we got to get ready for that. But also, I have another person that's joining with me, and I am so happy that he's here. And I have to go with Mr. K. McCoy in the building.
Hey, speaking of party, what's the party without a clown, right? I'm happy to be here. Happy to be with everybody. Sorry, I was trying to see it. I was reading my notes. It looks like Netflix has just acquired Women's Wrestling Talk.
Oh my God!
They are buying everything.
Look at us!
Stop buying up, please. But I don't know if we have to pay a subscription still. Oh, that's kind of foul.
We have to talk to the boss lady about that one.
We got to talk to her about that one. She handles the money and all the business stuff behind the scenes, so we got to talk to her about that. When she comes back from work.
Can we share one account? I mean, house.
Family.
Yeah, family.
The family account, the family joint account.
Yeah.
Family joint account. I'm just happy you're here on a Friday. Shout out to our producer from the future, from the land down under, Dylan and Eric Isaac in the chat on Friday. We got so much. I know we have SmackDown, we have everything else, but we got some lady news happening from all over the world. And we got to give a shout out to our mayor because he sent this over in the chat, courtesy of Mr. Will Ospreay, because as you know, in the UK, he handles Eve Wrestling. And we found out not only Chris Statlander is the reigning AEW Women's Champion, she is also the reigning Eve International Champion. And she will be going one-on-one with Charlie, formerly known as Dakota Kai, on International Women's Day in 2026.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am. And I'm happy to see my girl Charlie back going back into the ring too. We know that formerly known as Dakota Kai. Personally, I had a lot of high hopes for her while she was in WWE, but I always knew that whatever she decided to do or whatever had happened and transpired with her, she was going to move on and find somewhere else to be a threat as well, because she is super talented. And this is going to be fun. This is definitely something to look forward to. March 8th. Get your tickets now, y'all.
Right.
They're letting you know way in advance.
Yeah, London is getting like all of the ill women's matches, bruv. I'm a little jealous about that, but very excited to see the former Dakota Kai, now Charlie, back in the ring getting it. Pro Wrestling Eve has been incredible. Willow Nightingale was just at an event there about 2 weeks ago, so she's killing it, and it's good to see Will Ospreay be so hands-on and assist with this. And for a company that's been around for a long time, Will Ospreay is helping promote it, so it shows how much he's invested in women's wrestling. And I can't wait to see his bae wifey Windsor also get involved with this. For now, could we see a potential Windsor interference? Alex Windsor is somehow involved in this mix with Statlander and Charlie. Can't wait to see.
Victoria,
For
you
sure.
have
I'm just so happy to see Charlie back. I can't say enough. I was so thrilled to see that because I adored her. I was very bummed when they let her go at WWE. So I'm glad to see her get some really fun, cool, high profile things out of the gate as she's coming back. So super happy for this. Don't even care about the outcome. I just want her to like kick some butt.
You really don't. But I do want to give a shout out to Charlie because her and Selena Vega surpassed 100 days on their podcast. She posted it on her social. So congratulations to them. I gotta give a shout out to them. They've been killing it, and make sure to follow them on their socials. They've been killing it. But I'm very happy, not for Charlie, but also Kane, you mentioned Will Ospreay. He's one of the co-producers of Eve, and he started doing this since last year. And he's very hands-on, and I'm very happy to see a lot of women, not just on like the AEW Ring of Honor space. He's bringing people that are outside the spectrum, which is really nice, and giving an opportunity to showcase. Plus, I just love seeing Chris Statlander take on opportunities because she is the reigning AEW Women's Champion. I'm happy she is taking on opportunities outside of AEW and letting people know who she is during her reign of Saturday Night Fever.
I was literally just gonna say it's on a Sunday, so they just missed the boat on the Saturday Night Fever. For
I know. I was like,
it's Sunday Night Fever, and I mean, Pro Wrestling Eve has had the fever for quite some time because she was actually international champ there before she was world champion in AEW. So big shouts to Emily and Dan, the Reeds. They run Pro Wrestling Eve. If you want women's wrestling talk to come out and cover it, we will be more than happy to, bro. We're gonna fly out to get our passports and enjoy some London town. So
we can get our passports for Wembley next year. I would love for them to do a show during that weekend. Oh my god.
You know that's coming too. Like you just know this is the prelude to that.
Had Wembley on the goal since like last year.
I had it on the goal so much. It's like Wembley. I mean, WrestleMania in Vegas is nice, but Wembley, come on now. That's the goal. But shout out to both of these ladies. Shout out to everybody working at Eve, including Will Ospreay. It's going to be an amazing show. We got a lot of ladies we got to highlight. We got to highlight Bailey, because we talked about this back in October when she announced her 3-day wrestling seminar, which is happening this weekend, by the way. And there's a lot of familiar faces you will see from the independent scene. You'll see Gabby Forza, you'll see Izzy, along with many others. And it's just so cool that she's posting a lot. She posted this all on social. And I just wanted to get you guys' quick thoughts on this because Bailey, she's just doing so much on just giving back into the love of professional wrestling.
Who you want to start with?
Honey, I'll start with you.
Okay. I shouldn't have said anything. No. Well, I guess this is one of those things that, of course, would make a case as to why Bailey is one of the greatest horsewomen of all time because of what she continues to contribute to this business and women's wrestling, not just, on the forefront in the camera, but behind the scenes as well, and elevating younger talent that we haven't even seen yet, talent we have yet to see, talent we may know. And it just goes to show that, you're never too old to learn new things and you're never too old to teach or too young to teach. Because, at the end of the day, we're all learning at our craft, kind of like with us being creators and content creators as such. And, with this platform, Bailey's doing the same thing on her end for women's wrestling of the future. And this is such an awesome picture because I really look forward to seeing a lot of these faces in the future for the women's wrestling. industry. This is a great group. It's a hungry group, and it just keeps the business healthy. So shout outs to Bailey for that.
It is. And Kane, I just want to get your quick thoughts on this, because we actually talked about this back in October, that she was in the process of building. And also just thinking about this, could we see a potential future of Bailey being, once she hangs those boots up, could she have a potential of being like in the creative room, a producer, or somebody helping backstage?
Totally.
Yeah, we definitely need that person who you can look up to and now you can touch and be around. And that's what Bailey is becoming. It's so crazy to see Bailey's career go from an NXT startup to now being an OG mentoring the future. And these are women who got into wrestling because of the Sasha Banks Bailey match at NXT TakeOver. And now for them to be around, I mean, I'm playing a who's who, where's Waldo, looking at it. I see Janae Kai over there with the Hawk. Who else is it? I see Rachel Armstrong with the gray sweater on. Names that may not be household names for now, but if you really check out these guys on social media, they are really like posting their matches and what they're up to. Of course, you see Izzy. Who else is in there? I think I see Brooke Havoc is in the back chilling. Yeah, Nikki Blackheart. Who
I was gonna say, is that
AEW.
Blackheart top left?
Yeah, a couple times.
That's who Dylan was eyeing. He said,
That's why. Well, that's kind of why I wanted to re-clarify, just to make sure my boy Dylan got the scoop. You know,
Dylan. That excitement is real. That excitement is real, Dylan. So it's good to see Bailey become such a pillar and mentor to the future of professional wrestling. Bailey's damn near 20 years in wrestling, as crazy as that seems. Wow. So it's good to see her give back, not worry about any type of federation affiliation, whatever. It's just for the betterment of professional wrestling, and she's truly looking to leave women's wrestling better than how she found it. So salute to Bailey.
Victoria, you want to?
She gets a hug for Bailey.
Yeah, she gets a hug. Gosh. I was just actually zooming in on the photo again just to look at everyone, because it is so cool to see all of these like women who are like doing amazing things on the independent scene get this moment to work with someone who is a legend in the making. And I also think, Bailey is such an example. If you look at her career in the last like year-ish, it hasn't been like the most amazing things. And she's been very honest at points about her disappointments at points in her career, but she still has a love for this, so much so that she's, pouring into other people. And she has had that. She was on the Undertaker's podcast, and a lot of the clips that came out of it were really talking about how she feels about, wrestling and the joy she has in it and the respect she has for it. So it's just so cool to see this. And I can't wait to see what all these women do after this weekend. It's going to be so cool.
It makes me happy to see this photo, because women's wrestling is thriving. It's aliving. I'm just so happy to see this. And even if they're not familiar to you, these girls are putting in the work. And also, I would recommend going to see an independent show, because just hearing how they got to where they are today, it's incredible to watch. And just seeing that, I've seen, like, I follow a few of them on the independent scene. They have posted on there with about Bailey and everything else, and they're enjoying themselves. Also, they got to hear from Charlotte. Charlotte made an appearance, and she got to talk with the rest of the participants throughout the weekend. So that's really kudos and everything else. So I'm very happy on what the aftermath is going to be throughout this weekend, and hopefully we can see this as a yearly thing.
I would like that for her.
Sure.
I would. But shout outs to Bailey. You're putting in the work, girl, and you just continue showing the power of women's wrestling and just women's empowerment overall.
Indeed.
And there's another female that's just doing incredible work. Io Sky. She actually received her blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes, ma'am.
If you know, Shayna Baszler and Matt Riddle are in the photo as well. And that's a huge, huge accomplishment. And Victoria, I just want to get your quick thoughts on how you feel this is another accolade to Io Sky.
It was so cute. In the video, if you go online and see the video, I don't know. I am a huge Shayna Baszler fan. I thought she could have done so much more at WWE. Like, I just am like one of her biggest fans. I just think she's so cool. So for them to get to do, like, her to get to put the belt on her, I love that. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know where she has the time to like now have a blue belt. I'm just kind of amazed by her because she's clearly more of a badass than I am, because I could not do all that.
Kane, quick thoughts. Io Sky.
Yeah, Io Sky continues to show that the sky is the limit. No TK here to womp me, thank you. And to step up a little bit, I mean, I tried BJJ. I'm basically still the white belt. I haven't even stepped up another level. So for Io Sky is only up for here. I mean, jiu-jitsu is something. So I can't wait to see how this incorporates into like her in the ring. Like, you know, Kyrie and Asuka better really guard their faces because a foot is coming their way and or some type of arm bar.
Honey, you have any thoughts on Io Sky?
I just think this is super cool. I mean, Io Sky continues to show us why she's one of the greatest wrestlers of this generation, in my opinion, especially. But I think that, you know, with obviously we all know with blue belt jiu-jitsu, that's a major milestone. You know, that's basically showing that the student moved beyond the basics and, you know, solid understanding of fundamentals in the study of jiu-jitsu. And Io Sky, we've seen her excel every single time. With every year, every month, every week, she continues to get better and better and better. And another one like Bailey, honing her craft outside of WWE and just continuing to, you know, feed her creativity in what she can bring into the ring, because you would be able to integrate it with wrestling and like, girl, can you get any more fierce? I'm so done with you.
You really can't. You really can't. She just put in the work, and you don't want to miss anybody that has a blue belt, especially if they study jiu-jitsu. Doesn't matter what type it is no joke. And speaking of honing their craft, well, I'll just play the intro.
Name and he appears, I believe it said.
Hey,
Or if I play the intro of our mayor.
yes. What's up, Ced?
Happy Friday, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Great. Happy to be here, man. Happy to see you guys.
Mayor of everything.
Everything.
The mayor of everything. Wow, lots changed.
Everything?
That's definitely an upgrade, huh?
Big things, you know.
I love that.
Compensation has gone up, net worth, things like that.
That explains the heavy impulse purchase. I told you, man. Yeah, I told you. I'm not the one to tell stuff like that. Push the button, do it. I'm glad you did it.
Wasn't complaining at all.
I don't blame you. I love it.
What, like, did like you also chip in to buy Warner Brothers? Said, is that what Honey's referring to? What Netflix?
That is TK's tax bracket. We're not there yet, but we like right underneath it. You know,
Work in progress. You know.
You missed that announcement earlier. I think Netflix is closing in to actually buy Women's Wrestling Talk as well. So,
oh wow, okay.
No free subscriptions for us. We still got to pay subscription fees and all of that. But you know, we'll talk about that off air.
We'll manage it.
Manage it. Sad you just came in a perfect time because we were just talking about Io Sky getting a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and just wanted to get your quick thoughts on her latest accolade.
It's kind of dope, and it's like quiet as kept. There's a lot of superstars that have been practicing martial arts behind the scenes. If you notice, Riddle in the picture right here, he's been helping out train a lot of these superstars with getting higher in the ranks in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and mastering the craft. If you look at, or if you follow the socials, like Io's not the only one. Of course, Shayna has a martial arts background. Karen Cross is big into the martial arts space. Shinsuke Nakamura. All these people have been training these superstars to further, in a sense, I'd say, kind of furthering the craft, but also just furthering their careers, because it does help with your overall health as well. MVP, big into martial arts and jiu-jitsu as well. So it's a thing that a lot of superstars are starting to gravitate towards. And don't be surprised if you start seeing them compete in tournaments nationwide, globally. John Moxley comes to mind, who competes in jiu-jitsu tournaments. So it's a popular sport. and it's
Baron Corbin,
Baron Corbin's
Bishop
another one.
Dyer,
Oh,
Bishop Dyer.
Marina
Cross.
Shafir,
Did-
she has
did
a
we say
background in
cross?
it.
Yeah, it's a popular sport. It's growing, and I'm glad to see it because if you can do it well into your 50s and 60s.
That is very true, and happy to see them doing the other things and everything else. But we do have a busy packed night, and we're just gonna jump right into SmackDown preview. Honey, I'm gonna give it to you because this is your element. And what do we have for SmackDown?
Well, I mean, I hate that I got to start with this first, but you know, he is the champion. He is QB1, I guess. But we're dealing with Cody Rhodes coming off of losing from War Games, and also the Tribal Chief no longer, stating that he's no longer going to be teaming up with him ever again. Rightfully so. I understand, my Tribal Chief. I totally understand your frustration. I've been trying to tell you guys this for years, but hey, don't listen to me. Cody Rhodes is going to be in town to talk about whatever the hell he wants to talk about. Maybe what's next. Maybe he'll figure it out or not. So I'm really anticipating to see. For some reason, I don't know why. There's something in the air for SmackDown, but I don't feel it in a good way. You know what I mean? I feel like something's in the air, and it has something to do, I think, with this man for some reason. We also have the Last Time Is Now tournament finals. This is the final two. These are the guys: LA Knight, the megastar, or the ring general Gunther. It's got to be one or the other. There has to be a winner. The Last Time Is Now. Who will be the one to face John Cena? Really, really, really excited and anticipating this match. Given for what it is. I know we've gone so many different directions. We're trying to predict how Cena's year was going to look all year, but I'm looking forward to this. I really hope that it's just not just like a 15-20 minute match. I need like at least a commercial free moment for this. Of course, it's Friday. Strike up the orchestra. Your dragon is back for another title defense for the United States Championship as well. Who will answer the call? We know your boy had to take a break because he's out here Jackson darting it. We gotta keep our boy safe. We gotta keep our boy protected. But and then we finally have Jade Cargill going one-on-one with Alba Fire, one half of Secret Hervis, which I don't know where the other half is because Chelsea Green, I'm still waiting for you to answer my application. Still waiting to, for my interview because you're definitely going to need some help. You're definitely going to need it. But that's going down for SmackDown. And we also have Kairi Sane versus Miss Bliss. I guess this was just recently announced. I'm not sure because I didn't see this on the SmackDown card, even on the website. So your girls just got the update here. But this is definitely going to be a fun match. And then we also have my favorite, which I'm always looking forward to, not the MFTs, but I'm looking forward to, who they're talking to because they're coming at my Wyatt 6, and we are living in Wyatt 6 City tonight. I'm hoping I don't get 5 minutes or even 1 minute of my Wyatt 6. I need something. I need something fun. As much as I'm feeling a little weird about what SmackDown's going to bring tonight, I'm hoping for some excitement, at least when it comes to these guys, because this is going to be fun for me anyway. But what are your guys' thoughts about this evening for SmackDown? And oops, sorry. I was meant to go the other way. And what match are you guys looking forward to the most? Victoria, I'm gonna start with you, girlfriend.
I'm really looking forward to the Alexa Bliss because I do just adore her and I think she's great with anyone they put her with. I have not been loving the Last Time Is Now tournament, so I'm really hoping they go out with a bang for me. I think it's gonna be Gunther. I'm a huge LA Knight fan, and I'm just a little. I hope that they beat him in a way that still elevates him somehow, because I feel like he's been beaten a lot lately, and I want them to just show they're gonna work with him a little bit more.
Let's hope so. Here's hoping. One can only hope. I'll cross my fingers for you. Kane, what are we looking forward to tonight?
Whew. This SmackDown is going to be either incredibly lit or incredibly ho-hum. Obviously, to get the winner of the Last Time Is Now tournament, maybe they'll get a championship that will be united with another championship and then unified and then defended separately in the next tournament. I don't know. Oh, different company? Okay. But overall, I think that Gunther wins tonight. And I think LA Knight, there's more to LA Knight than we know at the moment. It could go several ways. I personally think the masked man is LA Knight.
Stop it. All right.
People are saying Jericho. People are saying Austin Theory. I have a sneaky suspicion that it's
Mm.
LA Knight. I still got to show my work, but I feel like we haven't closed, like on our Apple Watches, we haven't closed that loop of Cena and LA Knight yet. Remember, they teamed a year ago, and Cena was giving LA Knight all of these props, but we never got a real resolution with that. We never got a real bump with LA Knight getting an actual rub off of that. Could he be angry about that? Could he still be angry about not getting a championship shot following Seth Rollins' injury? And now CM Punk is the winner. So I think LA Knight is on some vigilante, angry type of stuff. So I think we're going to see some type of crash out with him that following this. A justified crash out, in my opinion. Here's why I'm doing what I'm doing and did what I did. And I think LA Knight losing tonight, we will get some storylines closed come Saturday night's main event with the Masked Man and Cena's last match as well. So LA Knight, I think, is positioned as something very, very big for 2026. And it starts tonight.
All right. Well, last time is now. It starts tonight, according to Kane, Courtney, and said. I want to pose a question for one of you guys, and either of you can answer first. But there was talks about this this final match. The last time is now tournament, and about who really needs this rub more. John Cena Sr. took it upon himself to speak in an interview and say that Gunther does not really need the rub, and he hopes it's not Gunther. But for your hopes, because we're here for you guys, I want to know, who do you think deserves the rub more and why?
I'm actually going to go with LA Knight. We kind of knew, especially when Gunther first started, even when he had that historic Intercontinental Champion, when he was World Heavyweight Champion, people know who Gunther is, and he does make really good jobs as a heel, and already kind of starting getting into that, not just World Heavyweight title, but starting to kind of getting that main event status, since he has faced off with many top contenders. We know he faced off against CM Punk over the summer. He's had a beef with Seth. He's faced off with many top superstars within the Raw brand as well. I just think with LA Knight, I want to say the window, I don't want to say the window is closing, but it's like Father Time ain't waiting around for nobody. So it's kind of like you kind of have to put the rocket into there. And this is when Will and I were talking about this a couple months ago, this is when WWE has to establish future stars, because John's going to leave. CM Punk ain't going to last around forever. We know AJ Styles is going to retire next year. So this is a good opportunity to figure out who you have on your roster that you can develop as stars for the future and can lead the way, because we already know the match that's going to happen for the first Raw of 2026, Braun Breaker versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight title. People have seen a future in Braun Breaker, and I do think this would be a good opportunity for LA Knight. I just hope this match does have a bang and has the same length as Solo Sikoa and Gunther on Monday. I really want this to be a hard-hitting match between these two, but I do think LA Knight needs the better rub than Gunther.
Mayor, same question for you. And I will say also, WWE, you done messed up. You owe the mayor some coin for Yeet versus Yeah, because that's been happening pretty much all year. So I'll just say that. But Mayor, same question for you.
I'm going to look at this from a different lens for a change. And I'm going to look at this from the lens of John Cena and say, what does John need more in his final match? And if we take all our personal opinions and feelings out of it, he would need the match with Gunther to have that long-standing feel. Because remember, this is no longer closing the show. It's opening the show. And now it's going to go be the Stars of Tomorrow next. While LA Knight could possibly benefit from this more, I don't see LA Knight putting on a memorable final match with John Cena in the final match. Gunther absolutely can. Gunther has shown in this entire tournament that he's absolutely the best pure wrestler in the entire company. He just gave Solo his best match of his career.
He really
and that
did.
match was probably not supposed to happen unless Penta got hurt.
Right.
That speaks to the volume of how the company, how TKO view Gunther. Now, John has already came out in interviews earlier today. If you saw the clippings where he said 3 weeks from next weekend, people ain't going to give a shit about the final match, which is the truth. We'll be on the road to WrestleMania. We'll be gearing up for the Royal Rumble. So why not have John go out with a bang? John, I'm saying, have a really good match with a really good superstar who can carry the load for him during the ring work. That's Gunther. That's not LA Knight. And I'm sorry to tell you guys this. It's not an indictment on LA Knight. It's not an indictment on where he'll go with his career. The fact that he's in the finals is a great hand to draw to. But if you're looking at John in his final match in the course of this 36 dates that we got, and John came out and said he actually wanted to do 220. TKO said we only need 36. You want to remember John as best as you possibly can. Never seen 17, greatest of all time. You put him in the ring with a better wrestler, and that's Gunther.
A destroyer at that.
I mean, you saw the way he did against CM Punk at SummerSlam.
I mean, he helped with the Goldberg match, and I'm sure the Goldberg situation opened their eyes and said, okay, we can trust this guy with the Fabergé eggs, with the finest of fine. So I think that as a reward for Goldberg, Gunther gets Cena. But again, LA Knight is not out of this equation. I refuse to believe. Hell, I've been watching wrestling too long to even believe that Cena's done after this.
Nah,
that's what I feel like Cena is in it. I get it. It's wrestling. He's saying it. I'm done. But this is professional wrestling, man. You know, like it's just a little in me. You know what I mean? Because I feel like we're not going to get a grand opening, grand closing on Cena's last match. Something's going to happen that is going to keep the possibility open. It's wrestling. It never just ends.
So you believe in never saying never?
There's always an ellipsis. Always an ellipsis in wrestling. You know what I mean? And for Cena to come out and be like, no, guys, I know everyone else says they're done, but I, John Cena, will be the different guy. Me, I won't be like everybody else. I'm going to be the different guy, and when that's it.
As long as his shirt, you know, when he comes out, he doesn't show up in like a baby blue or a salmon shirt, I think we'll be okay. Well, because, you know, because last time somebody came out with a baby blue jacket, it was a fake out. Last time somebody came out with a salmon jacket, it was a fake out.
And Cena was
Mark Henry
and
AJ Styles, just saying.
Cena was involved in the salmon one. So yeah. I don't know. Primary colors. Chat, help me out. What colors do baby blue and salmon make when combined together? Is that like a is it like a cayenne? It becomes in like a cayenne colored. PK is not here. Who has the WOMP? PK is not here.
I don't have access to the WOMP.
That said.
My hands are down. My hands are at my side.
Ooh, that's somebody.
That was me.
Okay, that was Courtney.
Yes.
I was gonna say, Courtney, you could have made a way for a good whodunit for a couple of weeks, man. You could have done that.
I know.
WWE
masked man. Who's the one?
Yeah, like
he's the one in all black.
That could have been
the whole time.
The masked crusader. He curb stomped CM Punk.
Oh
wait,
my God.
You mean Courtney's been the anonymous Raw GM this whole time?
Wow, anonymous.
Wow. Okay, you and Michael Cole over here collabing. Okay, I see it. But overall, yo, there's an excitement about it, and overall, that's what we want.
I hope so.
The plane ride had a lot of turbulence. We was white knuckle in the seats. You know, we flew a discount airline, and that's what we forget for doing that. There's a little turbulence, but I think we're gonna land this rather smoothly.
Wow. All right. Before we move on from this topic, toss up: John win or does he lose?
Man,
John wins the match, loses the war.
There is no war. We got 1 week. There's no bill for this.
He's gonna go out on his back. I feel like he's gonna win it, but he's gonna go out on his back.
I was gonna say if I know John would want to go out putting the future over or putting another superstar over.
Yeah.
Like
he just
so
put over
selfless.
Dom though. He just put over Dom in his whole hometown. You don't want to see him win one more?
I do.
For everything you say about Gunther, we don't believe that he can beat Gunther in his final match because it doesn't hurt Gunther to lose.
No, it doesn't. I absolutely believe he can, but I just think that the selflessness of John Cena is just too obvious. So I feel like he would want to, you know, go down on his
I
back.
think John will want to lose. TKO wants to see him win. And John's a company guy. And I think he's going to go with, okay, cool. And here's how we're going to play it, though. You know what I mean? And I think he's going to win the match. But that goes back to the LA Knight thing or the masked person. I think that's when we get the reveal of the masked person. Again, this is just me totally just booking on like a, okay, everything is, it's too scattered plot, but it can connect. I'm like the it's always sunny in Philadelphia meme where he's like pointing at the thing. That's how I feel with the masked man.
Oh, with the
LA Knight.
with the cigarette.
Yeah,
he's got the whole layout of everything. He's trying to explain. He's like,
yeah, exactly. He's like, that's how I feel. Like the words aren't there, but there's and the logic really isn't there neither. But it's kind of there.
And logic had been thrown out the window since May after the whole R-Truth thing. Logic was at the and flopping on Joe Hendry and John Cena in the same ring. And I know Will mentioned it this past week, but y'all messed up because I was so happy and I was so excited to see Cena show up at NXT just to see that it was a recording. Not cool. Not cool,
Yeah.
WWE. Not
my
really
homie was
good.
there and he was like, man, they taped it, bro. We're not even live, dog. Because you know what it is? My thought was, could you imagine not being able to get into Raw, but you got into NXT and you're like, I'm still going to see Cena live.
Right. And then you just say his name and then we get our match and then that would have been fine. But
then he
no.
hit the nah, man. I really wanted that Cena Hendry match.
No, but you know, we know nothing, right? We're just, you know, we know nothing.
Well, we know nothing, but we got some other blockbuster news that happened today.
Oh, we know more things.
Yeah, we know more things, but
I know what's next.
We got blockbuster news happening. Netflix, the story that never ends. Netflix to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery following the separation of Discovery Global for a total enterprise value of $82.7 billion. Netflix put out an official press release today and on their socials that they are going to acquire Warner Brothers, which includes HBO Max and HBO. And going into the press release, this acquisition brings together two pioneering entertainment businesses, combining Netflix innovation, global reach, and best-in-class streaming service with Warner Brothers' century-long legacy of world-class storytelling. And obviously, of course, some of the franchises that are there, the Big Bang Theory, Sopranos, Game of Thrones, Wizard of Oz, and also the DC Universe will be joining Netflix extensive portfolio, including some of their original shows as well. And I just wanted to get you guys' quick thoughts on this because there's a lot of happening, because you guys already know AEW is under HBO Max and a lot of people have been confused, but I just wanted to get everybody's quick thoughts on this. And I will start with Kane because you've been milking to get your thoughts on this for a while after this is out.
Earlier, we spoke about know nothing. Listen, I know what we do know, and we do know that the term antitrust no longer exists. How is this even legal? LOL antitrust, RIP to antitrust. This, how, Sway? What's the point of the FCC? What's the point of all these bodies that are meant to stop this, allowing this to happen? But again, stranger things have happened, and it's just one of those things where you see this and it doesn't look real.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Rewind. Run that back. What'd you just say?
That needs a walk. We're not going.
I like that. That wasn't even intense.
I need to know exactly what was said because I
was being
the stranger things have happened. You didn't hear that?
I was being real life, but then I did it to myself. I bodied
in
myself.
The chat, what do you think? Was it just a slip of the tongue, or was it on purpose?
No, it was just like Stranger Things, because like with these mergers, and you see like Paramount buying this and Disney buying ESPN, stranger mergers have happened, but
I cannot.
That's funny. I want myself. Yeah. That's on me. I put myself in a headlock.
We're all gonna
I'm a
be
silly
looking. We're all
guy.
gonna be looking at our subscriptions. Like, what do I have again?
Yeah.
What am I paying for again?
But overall, I know people saying RIP AEW. AEW ain't
Nah, I'll be
going
fine.
nowhere.
No.
Nothing's happening.
No, nothing.
Netflix wants the DC stuff. They want the maybe HBO Max, but they don't want anything to
HBO.
do
They
with
want the trendy stuff. They want the.
they don't want
trendy-
anything to do with linear cable. They don't want anything to do with cable. They're just trying to figure out, okay, we're going to buy this, and then they're going to spin off the cable. Stranger mergers have happened, including with USA and Versant. That's what this reminds me of, with the whole like NBC, Universal, Comcast, and then they spun off USA Network and MSNBC, which is now MS Now, weird name, but they're gonna just buy it and then spin off and diverse. It's people who would be able to like get away with whatever, but AEW, it ain't going nowhere. Sorry, y'all, it's still here to stay. So that's those are my thoughts, and also just another. We're gonna just get another torrent app. That's all, to stream these shows, because it's going to rise in prices, which is just silly.
Said, any thoughts on this?
Not a fan. Not so much directly related to this, but my initial thought is I don't really like when one company comes and sucks up all the others. In any industry, I think parity is needed. And it just reminds, I forget what news stations it were. I think it was like Nexstar was like buying up all the other, something like that. Not really a fan when that happens, because that means you have, like what Kane was alluding to with the FCC, you have controlled and manufactured media. Like we get one entity showing us what they want us to see or what they want us to hear, and it's not, there's no good for that standpoint. And I'm just thinking long term, a decade, 20 years from now, how this could have that type of ripple effects. So I mean, not a big fan. I mean, Paramount did kind of pull out and they're trying to host another bid for their property, so we'll see what shakes out of it. But just like how, I mean, if you want to think laterally, just like how Amazon is kind of killing outside shopping and things like Toys R Us, like I think of it like that. So I'm not a fan.
Yeah. And again, HBO Max, doesn't AEW also air on Amazon?
Amazon Prime.
On Amazon Prime? Yeah.
Pay-per-views.
So like, AEW, I mean, they're going nowhere, man.
They're fine. They passed the 5-year mark. I think they'll be okay.
Yeah.
Victoria?
I mean, I was a little shocked when I saw it. I'm more concerned. I'm like, I love to see what's going to happen with the other stuff on HBO Max, that like what else is going to be going with this like grouping. Like they said Game of Thrones, they said a couple other things. Like, what's happening to my Magnolia Network? Okay, what's happening to Joanne, my happy place in this world of craziness? I also just can't wait to see what my Netflix goes up to next.
The Magnolia Network.
I love that. I'm here.
I
for
love that. Honey?
Look, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be looking at the end of the month, looking at all these apps that I have, and I'm like, wait, what exactly am I paying for again? Because you know, I feel like all these deals are for me as somebody who just watches good TV. Like I feel like I'm just being thrown off, like on purpose, because there's just all these flip sides of these deals and these networks and joining and switching and apps and all of this and streaming. I'm just like, okay, do something. Let me know how much, and just keep doing what you're doing, because I want to just keep watching the stuff that's on there. Just please do that. Just don't mess with anything that's got going on, as long as you have the Game of Thrones and all that stuff, because you know we got Night of the Seven Kingdoms and House of Dragon coming next year. Yeah. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. But that's all I gotta say. Hey, kudos to them. Cool for them. I mean,
that's what it is.
Rolling in the dough, aren't we, Netflix?
First of all, just big pop at Victoria. Big pop at Victoria for that Magnolia Network mention. If you're tired of all this antitrust stuff and you know don't want to pay for Netflix, WB, whatever it may be, you can probably learn how to build your own cable channel on the Magnolia Network. So that's kind of why, like, you can just do something. Didn't it used to be DIY or something like that? It was like DIY, and then HGTV was like bundled with all that. I wanted to be a carpenter in another life.
My husband is a contractor, so that's why we like it. Like it's just my like little relaxing, happy place. She bakes good stuff. It's not Meghan Markle, so like it's all good.
Yeah. It's the feng shui of it all. Yes.
The feng shui, Fabergé. I'm feeling this, Kay. That's the thing.
I'm playing Scrabble later. I'm going to a Scrabble tournament, so I'm getting all my words together.
Are you really though?
Maybe I don't want to reveal my locations too much. Got to be on these streets on the low. Say, you know what I mean? Say no. Got to be quiet.
You get it.
Yeah,
Don't follow me. Don't track the socials. Just
Wow.
Overall, man, we're gonna see. Like, I'm interested in seeing what exactly will happen with like the channels and all of that. That's gonna be like the interesting thing. I have Roku, and like USA. I don't know how I'm gonna watch SmackDown tonight actually, because USA is no longer an NBC Universal property. It's now Versant, so it's not on the NBC Roku app. And the USA app has completely vanished because it's not NBCU anymore. So those are the things that we worry about as consumers. I got to figure out how I'm gonna watch SmackDown.
YouTube TV, or stay right here and watch at 8 o'clock.
That's the plug I was looking for. Watch with Honey, baby. Honey Night SmackDown.
That's what you need to do. I'm not going to go too much on this because I feel like it's been a PR stuff out all week. I'm not going to go through it, but I will talk about more or less on Wednesday. And this is why some wrestling fans don't read, because AEW is not going anywhere with that deal. Number one, they're only doing HBO Max and HBO. They're not doing the Discovery Global, which is all the channels, because thankfully my channel Food Network is going to be saved along with CNN and many other channels. So that's a big another deal, and it's a developing story. So I will be talking a lot more on this on Wednesday, because there's a lot of missing pieces that people do not know. But you know what else that you guys could watch and you could support, and you could also save into the new year? The Women's Wrestling Archive, which so much has happening. So if you love women's wrestling, you love the history of the archive, feel free to support.
Women's wrestling didn't just show up yesterday in glitter boots. We've been here the entire time, body slamming through history.
The Women's Wrestling Archive launches January 1st, 2026, and it's gonna pave the way for all women's wrestling.
Because if we don't document it, a man might think he did it first.
This has been a passion project for a very long time. Head over to the womenswrestlingarchive.com to donate 1, 5, or whatever you can. It all goes a long way.
Let's give these women the spotlight that they've always deserved.
Her story belongs in history. Help us preserve it today. Join us at womenswrestlingarchive.com. Support the archive. Support women's wrestling. Donate today.
You're muted, babes.
Am I muted?
No, Courtney's muted.
Oh, Corey.
I am
are you
muted.
okay? Yeah.
I was muted.
Were you also in shock at the news that apparently Netflix just also bought the Women's Wrestling Archive? They are just buying.
It's a conglomeration.
Where are they getting this money from?
It's a media conglomeration.
Oh my
just conglomeration.
God. They're just
all
putting
around.
everything
All these deals
together.
being made, and Boss Lady ain't here. She had. I'm telling you.
Hey, where are you? Oh
putting in that work,
because she handles the money.
Sheesh.
She handles the money
Oh
part.
my
Well,
God, to get the subscriptions.
I know. But another thing that we talked about was TNA. We know they're going to AMC, and there's been a lot of chatter on this because, well, we did talk about this on Wednesday, and they want to make a splash for its debut on AMC. And why not do it than one of your own homegrown talents, AJ Styles, courtesy of good old Uncle Dave. He mentioned on this that the phenomenal AJ Styles should wrestle on the first episode of the new era. And he did report that a WWE source has indicated TNA's strong interest in booking Styles for the premiere. And the move will be a logical step to drive viewership for the launch on a major basic cable network. And he kind of went on to say, like, one source indicated that TNA would like to have AJ Styles wrestle on the first show. And who would he wrestle? None other than his familiar foe in TNA, Frankie Kazarian. And I'm going to start with Victoria. And what are your quick thoughts on this regarding could we see AJ Styles in TNA wrestling in 2026?
So I'll start by saying I love this idea. However, he started it with Uncle Dave, and Uncle Dave misses more shots than he usually, scores with. So I will be pleasantly optimistic about this possibility.
Said?
Only because it's AJ's final year wrestling, and I feel like it's a good PR move for TKO to let it happen. He was very vocal about wanting to wrestle, I believe, at the last appearance he made, and he was shot down on it. So I think they will make this step because it is a way to draw in your casual viewer to this show. So yeah, I expect it. Even if it's not Kazarian and it's somebody else, I expect some sort of appearance and him to actually get in action this time.
Kane?
Not just any action said, but total nonstop action is what AJ Styles will be getting. My concern is this. Mike Santana. Do you have Mike Santana win the TNA World Championship back from Frankie Kazarian on the first show? Or do you have, as the big boom, look who's back, AJ Styles versus Frankie Kazarian? But if that happens, will that be for the TNA World Championship? And will TKO allow for AJ Styles to count the lights in TNA for Frankie Kazarian? Because if it's going to be non-title, what's the point, right? You kind of want to see AJ Styles might have a chance to win the TNA World Championship on the first show.
Or Mike Santana costs Frankie Kazarian the opportunity, therefore then crowning, having something to do with crowning AJ Styles as the champion one more time for 2026 in his retirement year, to then have AJ versus Mike Santana out, ushering the legend and the young blood. I'm just saying that's a good look for the loud, proud Boricua from the Bronx, and I'll be here for that. Just saying.
That is an Uncle Dave volume shooter, very volume shooter type of take. But
he wishes
he came with that take.
Take it with a grain of salt.
I could kind of see that. What if it was a triple threat with Kazarian? That way AJ doesn't take the pin. Kazarian takes the pin. And that's how we settle that once again between Kazarian and Mike Santana. That's the only way I could think of that. Santana's like, oh, you cost me? Well, I'm going to cost you. And then they set up a triple threat maybe.
Eye for an eye. But I think I love more the dragging out of a good trip down nostalgia lane. I kind of like that first. Like I want them to make a story out of that. And then, of course, you're helping the future of TNA, and we know Mike Santana is definitely that. So
I love the AJ Styles side quest in TNA where he kind of goes on one like last run with the TNA championship. Absolutely, yeah. And
considering, and plus, I think it's only right because you have, I think, and as far as going back to the topic of AJ being on the first broadcast and having the match, it's only right because he and Liz is literally the heart and soul of TNA. You can't. It also creates a massive like buzzworthy crossover, like real world crossover. Storyline wise, it makes all the sense in the world, and then it's also a perfect closing loop for AJ Styles in his career, being that we are going to be seeing him retire next year. So
Tommy Dreamer.
I would be here for
Delirious. I know y'all watch this show. Tommy Dreamer and Delirious, bookers for TNA. Get the pencil. We got you. Honey will send you the invoice. Honey
wants to get paid.
I'm just saying, no money, no honey. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Bars.
That's a bar. That's a bar right there.
You know what to do.
Yeah, kind of in a way. But, I will say you can't talk about TNA without mentioning AJ Styles. And I'm happy people are watching TNA now. And they didn't watch it from back in the day when he was the inaugural TNA X Division champion, when they had the dreaded 6 sides of steel cage in a match, when they had the Ultimate X match. He's been in countless matches, and I would not mind if he connected with his familiar foe because there is a lot of story to tell. And also, I actually would not mind seeing Frankie Kazarian, Mike Santana get in the mix because he still has a fuss to pick with Frankie Kazarian for his TNA World Heavyweight title. So that could be an opportunity for that as well. And also, you kind of mentioned it, Kane, the elephant in the room. It's like, is the TKO office really going to do that? Because that's something to really consider as well. Because obviously we know AJ is one half of the reigning tag team champions with Dragon Lee. And this would be a good opportunity to really boost ratings. And we did talk about AMC with TNA. I would not mind seeing AJ Styles come home just for the first episode. And also it does kick off because their first pay-per-view is Genesis, which is happening like right after the premiere of TNA Wrestling.
Yeah, on that Saturday.
Yep. And that next month is Genesis, but tonight is Final Resolution for TNA happening tonight. It's a jam-packed Friday night because we have Ring of Honor Final Battle, but we're gonna do our bold predictions for TNA Final Resolution, and we do have a match for the countdown to Final Resolution. We have Cedric Alexander taking on Eric Young. Kane, who do you have in this match?
Man, Eric Young has been around forever at TNA. I mean, Team Canada, Eric Young to like this like cult leader who got like shanked and then came back alive post WWE, whatever. But I can see Cedric Alexander taking this.
Said.
I'm gonna take Alexander as well in this match.
Honey?
This is probably good, might be a unanimous vote, but I'm going to say Alexander as well.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm definitely the same.
I think it's a queep sweep. Everybody's taking Cedric Alexander.
Sweet. Sorry, Eric. We love you.
Shout out to Team Canada, by the way. Shout out to Team Canada throwback. We also have the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Frankie Kazarian taking on JDC, formerly known as Fandango. Victoria.
I think Frankie retains.
Honey.
Same. Frankie's retaining. Keep that nice and warm for my phenomenal one.
Or the Boricua from the Bronx.
You got the Boricua from the Bronx. Whichever you choice. Pick your poison, Frankie.
Said.
Frankie retains.
Kane.
Yeah, Frankie stays champion. Happy that the former Fandango, former Johnny Curtis, former Chet Chatterfield from Southpaw Championship Wrestling, Regional Wrestling, gets a shot here, but Kazarian's going to retain. Sorry, the system's not going to work here.
Wow, it's a clean sweep because Frankie Kazarian is retaining that belt. Retaining it. We also have the TNA International Championship. Steve Macklin taking on Stax. Honey?
It ain't going to be Stax. No. Well, no, I don't know. I'm not seeing it for Stax just yet. No, Macklin. Yeah, I'll go with Macklin.
Said.
If I turn my head to the side a little bit, maybe I can see it. No, I'm gonna pick Stax. It's something for him to do for a while.
Stax Lorenzo.
It's something for him to do on Thursday nights, when he's not doing anything on Tuesdays. I get it.
Kane.
We talked about this before we went on air. I believe Stax with the upset. I think Stax takes it. I think what better son-in-law could he be to Santino Marella than take Santino's company's international championship? Plus, this is a way to get Steve Macklin back into the world title picture. Remember, he was involved in that little kerfuffle between Santana, Nick Nemeth, and Frank Kazarian. So I can see Stax being the son-in-law who's like, hey, man, not only do I got your daughter, but I got your international championship too, Pops.
Trying to get in the good graces of Pops.
Kerfuffle gonna do you right in that Scrabble tournament, bro.
Thank you. That's like 20 points, bro.
That's a good one.
Oh
Thank
my
you,
God.
man. Confidence. Thank you for that affirmation, bro.
Victoria.
I don't see it for Stax yet. I just don't think he's ready for it. Yeah, I think Steve retains. I just don't see it yet.
I really want Steve Macklin to retain it because there's something there with Stacks, but I am going to pick Steve Macklin to retain the TNA National Championship. And plus, his wife is
almost a sweep. Almost.
And plus, his wife is competing tonight as well, so need them to be double champion. We got the TNA World Tag Team Championships, the Hardys taking on the High Rise.
Are they still High Rise?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they still considered the High Rise?
I don't know.
West?
Wow, I didn't know they were still doing that.
Cause like they're missing the story, you know what I mean? It was high, but then West Lee, so it kind of went a little down.
They might be low tide now.
Low tide.
Single duplex.
That was pretty funny. That actually segued very well. Zed, who do you have in this match?
It's not the low tide. I'll tell you that. It's the Hardys.
Victoria.
I gotta go with my boys. I love the Hardys. I don't see them taking them off of them yet, especially with the premiere. They want the Hardys to be champions for that premiere.
Honey, I already know what you're going for, but
I was gonna say, I'm sure. I was gonna say, sis, do you really gotta ask? Do you really gotta ask?
I know,
as much as I do enjoy Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Eway, I did enjoy them as well in their stint in NXT. Like there was certain moments that they're being highlighted a little more here through TNA, but I feel like this is a great way for them to get the rub from some legends. But yeah, come on now,
Kane.
Yeah, man, Matt and Jeff do my little.
I can't go against my boys. I gotta pick the Hardys to retain. I gotta pick them. And plus, you have a premiere on AMC. It's coming up soon. Like, come on, you can't do it without the Hardys.
Gotta be.
We gotta change their names. I don't like their names. Maybe that's what it is.
The Hardys or Tyson DuPont?
Like Tyson DuPont just sounds like an overly fake name to me. And Tyreek Eway, he tried. I feel like we should just call them Ty 2 times, and then just say their first names only.
Or like Tide Square. That could be their name.
I advocate for the removing of the last names here, and that's a rare thing.
Tyson and Tyreek, like Hank and Tank.
Yeah,
but just Tyson and Tariq. Yeah, I can. I go with that.
We gotta go back into the war room on this one.
Yeah, because Tyson DuPont does sounds like the butler to.
Sounds like it's French, but it's like it's scared to
DuPont
come out.
is definitely French. Yeah.
Like Hunter Hearst Helmsley's butler, Tyson DuPont. Like when like Regal Triple H debuted, then Tyson DuPont would be there to pass the Grey Poupon to him.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like when that blue blood Hunter Hearst Helmsley debuted in Tyson DuPont.
God.
But he has to know how to do a really good curtsy.
That's true.
These are large men. I don't know how much curtsy in this.
I was gonna say I'm not sure. I'm not sure how well that's gonna go.
We have the TNA Knockouts World Championship. Lei Ying Lee taking on Zaya Brookside. Victoria, who do you have in this match?
I don't want him to take it off her yet. I just don't. Like that whole moment when she got that title, I feel like was such a beautiful moment. I want her to have it a little longer.
So you're picking Lee?
Yes, I'm picking Lee. Sorry. I'm like looking at this.
No, that's
I'm
okay.
like, no, I don't want her not to lose.
I know. Said
Lee will be successful.
Kane?
Yeah, retains.
Honey?
The Queen's retaining, okay? She just got that belt. She's not losing it for anybody. Okay, formerly known as Xia Li, I've been kind of waiting for her to have some gold around her waist since I first saw her. So I'm really excited for this run for her. And I feel like she should carry this title for a minute. She really should. Especially going into the debut for the new broadcast next year. She's got to keep that title.
Yeah, this is going to be a clean sweep because I am taking Lee to retain the TNA Knockouts title. And plus, shout outs and make sure to check her out because she was on Busted Open podcast this past week. So she's making her media rounds, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
We got Boniqua from the Bronx, Mike Santana, taking on Charlie Dempsey. What's Honey doing? What's he doing?
Where's she going?
Oh!
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
hey.
Just so that way you know you don't have to ask me. Just saying.
I already know who you're picking, so we're good on that. Kane, who you're picking?
I too will wave the flag for the guy Mike Santana. Charlie Dempsey gets some reps in here and there, but Santana remains on his winning streak.
Said
I got Santana winning this one.
Victoria.
Same.
This is a clean sweep. I'm taking Mike Santana as well. That man is looking for retribution. He wants his title back.
Period.
TNA X Division Championship match. Leon Slater taking on AJ Francis.
Mm-hmm.
Kane, who do you have winning this match?
Oh, bruv. Big things, bruv. 0-1-2-1, bruv. Leon Slater, Mendham, bruv. Retains.
Honey?
Now, this one I'm a little on the fence. I feel a little something about this. Only because I know they might go in a direction they don't want. There might be a direction that NXT will go in that a lot of people might not like, or a lot of fans might not like, or everybody's talking about the young OG and Leon Slater potentially becoming a thing permanently. I don't know, but I have a soft spot for Mr. Francis. I'm not gonna lie. So I think there's some potential there for that X Division Championship around his waist, and he, I just think that he seems to be where a lot of things are buzzing right now. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say AJ Francis on this one.
Ooh. Sad, who do you have?
Great minds, because I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking that there's been some little tampering going on in the NXT waters, where we can see Leon Slater on Tuesday nights a lot more, and this would give AJ even more heat by taking away a favorite in this title reign. So I can see AJ Francis taking the belt off of Leon tonight.
Victoria?
I actually, when I was looking at more and more, I think AJ. Also, because if you look at all the other belts, I don't think a lot of them are changing on this show. So this is an easy one to change that they could, could lead to something else. And and they can even do it in a way where Leon still, AJ doesn't lose clean, right? So you don't hurt him by taking the belt off of him, and you also open him up for other things.
Yeah. If you saw First Class Penthouse last night, you kind of know what to expect. I got to give props to Leon Slater because he's pulling double duty. And it's in the same state, by the way. So I got to give props to him for that. I am going to go with AJ Francis winning because you got to watch out for the guy at ringside, Rich Swann, because you don't know what to expect from him. So there could be some shenanigans. There could be a lot of things, but I'm going with AJ Francis.
I didn't even realize that was Rich Swann.
Oh, in the cut? Yeah.
I really did not. It took me a minute. I literally had to take off the shades. I was like, wait. Oh, it does say Rich Swann on
That's
it.
it. That's okay. A lot of people did not know because I was like, is that? When I saw the graphic, I was like, is that him?
Yeah.
Can you handle this? Can you handle this? Can you handle this?
They had a match. Leon Slater defeated Rich Swann, I think, about a month ago now, back at Turning Point. So AJ Francis is coming to spin the block for his boy.
I love that.
I love it. And we got the newly returned, refreshed Rascals taking on Order 4.
Back to basics.
Honey, who do you have in this match?
Anybody who waves at me like a rascal. I'm a little rascal at heart, so I'm that's an easy one, pick for me. I love what they're doing with Order 4 and Mustafa Ali, but I love the Rascals. I really do. So I'm gonna go with them.
Said, who do you have in this match?
Taking the Rascals.
Victoria?
I got the Rascals.
Kane?
I'm feeling Order 4E. Order 4 because they have the secret weapon. Brick City stand up. Tasha Steeles will be involved in this somehow, some way.
Ooh.
And will help Order 4 win.
Ooh.
She can play an X factor on this. I'm actually going to go with the Rascals, especially when TNA Socials has been pretty much hyping up their return the last couple days on their socials.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go with the Rascals on this one. But definitely look out for Tasha Steeles.
And Agent Zero as well.
Mhm.
That giant man.
That is true. Matt Cardona, Mace Warner in a street fight. I already know who Honey's picking, so I already know. Victoria, who do you have winning?
You know what? I love me a little Matt Cardona, and let's see what his tan looks like tonight, because you know his tan's been tanning multiple times.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. Kane, who do you have?
Friend of the show, Matt Cardona. We still got to figure out this thing with him and Steph DeLander from back in the day. They really haven't kind of like, they were together. Then they were like, the PCO thing. So I would like to see that play a factor as well. But I think Cardona goes over here.
Said.
Yeah, for those reasons, with Steph in the corner of Matt, I'm gonna pick Warner to win this match.
I gotta go with Matt Cardona. I gotta go with Mr. Cardona, man. I think even though Steph may do some shenanigans, I feel like Matt Cardona has some tricks up his sleeve. So I'm gonna take him.
And also interviews with you guys too.
Yeah, Matt Cardona has someone that he can rely on as well. Okay. I mean, these days, I don't know what to call him, whether it's Matt Ryder, Zach Cardona, not sure, but either way, same difference. Same difference. The winner's still the same.
Winner is still the same. And the final match for this one, TNA Knockouts World Tag Team titles. Dylan's favorite tag team from Aussie, The Inspiration, taking on Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford. And yes, honey, this is not a ghost. This is real.
I've been gone from here for a while, but it's probably like a little over a week. But when the hell did that happen on the right?
It's been happening for the last couple weeks.
I mean, if you ask some people, they've both been on the right for a long time. Wait, I think the Inspiration retains though.
Set.
I'm gonna take the Inspiration here.
Victoria.
I love the Inspiration, and there's so many reasons why, but for this, yes, please, please, please let them retain.
Honey.
But I mean, yeah, clearly Inspiration. You know, I'd rather not pick anything that's less iconic. You know.
I mean, I gotta go with the Inspiration. Fortunately, I don't want Dylan to throw a hissy fit. His favorite tag team from the land down under. I'm going with the Inspiration to retain.
Let's do it.
That's TNA Final Resolution. Yay, because that is happening tonight. So make sure to check it out if you have the TNA.
Y'all are going to have a lot to watch. You're going to have me on one screen, TNA on another screen, SmackDown on another screen. What are y'all doing tonight?
And also, don't forget, because I know we got to jump out here, but Final Battle, there we go. Yep, it's already up.
Here we go. Ring of Honor Final Battle. Tonight.
Let's speed run through this.
Yeah.
All right.
If we can.
Eddie Kingston, Josh Woods. Kane, who do you have?
Kingston goes over. Josh Woods does his tri-monthly ROH appearance, but Kingston retains. Momentum going to face Samoa Joe next week.
Said, who do you have?
Exactly that. Momentum going into Joe. Kingston.
Victoria?
Kingston. I agree with everyone.
Honey?
Between the whole momentum with Samoa Joe and the fact that he's another good old boy from New York, that'd be stupid for me to go against Kingston.
You can never, if you live in the East Coast, you cannot go against Eddie. And also, he has a big match, and winter is coming. Yeah, I'm going with Eddie Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
We also have the AEW National Championship. Ricochet will be defending that title against Dalton Castle. Honey, who do you have?
I'm saying Dalton Castle.
Really?
I am. I'm not on the Rico train no more.
Sad, who do you have?
I do like me some Dalton Castle. Well, I'll pick Ricochet to retain.
Kane?
I got to go with Rick O'Shea. I'm happy Dalton Castle getting some shine though. They also be mentioning that he's a former ROH World Champion, so I can see him getting involved in that post Final Battle for 2026.
Victoria?
I think Ricochet will retain only because what's the point of putting that belt on him? I mean, I feel like I don't know what they would do with him next.
I would go with Dalton, but I am going with Ricochet because I do think there's going to be a lot more story to Ricochet and the Gates of Agony along with Dalton Castle and the Outrunners after this whole thing, because we did see it blow up on Ring of Honor and TNA television. AEW television, but I know
too many deals, too many,
all these acronyms, companies.
So it's like I'm picking Ricochet to retain.
All this acquiring,
Mr. Sammy Guevara's got double duty tonight. He's defending the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. Him and the Beast Mortos taking on Tommy Billington, the Dynamite Kid, and Adam Priest. Kane, who do you have?
This random tag team of Sammy Guevara and the Beast Mortos will retain. Sammy Guevara's had a weird year of like being a champion, then not a champion, then a new partner, then the partner got injured, and then once again the partner gets healthy, then the partner gets injured again. But this is going to be for the vacant championships because of the injury to Roosh. So the Beast Mortos is stepping in from LFI to try to win again. So Sammy has going to win again, I guess. It's the same thing that happened with Dustin Rhodes and Roosh. But they win.
Said, who do you have?
I got Mr. Mello and Mr. Monet. That's what I'm picking.
Oh, man. Honey?
I kind of don't care about this match. So for shits and giggles, I'm gonna say Dynamite Kid and Adam Priest.
Victoria,
you gotta go with Mr. Monet, right? I think there's a lot of reasons that they're going to win, but I mean, like, she's probably gonna get another belt pretty soon, so let's just keep them coming into that household.
I'm only picking LFI just because of Sammy. That's only the reason why, because of Sammy.
Sammy really has had a weird year, but he's always been having weird years, though, for me, honestly. I can't grasp the phenomenon behind Sammy Guevara. I really can't.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I just randomly thought of something, but given past podcast episodes, I'm very shocked that Sammy and Mortals are teaming together.
Yep. I mentioned this on my watch along a couple weeks.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah. It literally just hit me.
Strange.
It literally just hit me.
I mentioned this a few times.
It's kind of chaotic.
I'm happy we're here with that. Okay, I want to make sure. Okay.
We got the Ring of Honor Women's Pure Championship match. Billy Starks taking on Deonna Purrazzo. Victoria, who do you have in this match?
I mean, like, I love Purrazzo, but I don't know if they would take. I'm gonna go with it. I like her a lot. Let's give her it. Come on, let's do it. Let's change the belt.
Said.
I'm gonna go Starks here. I'm gonna go Starks.
Kane?
I feel like this should be Deonna Purrazzo to justify like having someone of her caliber there. Billy Starks needs to be in the world championship picture. In my opinion, she was the TV champion, and they've been doing this minion thing forever. It's been hot, then it's been cold, then it's been hot, then it's been cold again. So Billy Starks doesn't need to be in pure match rules matches. Like, she needs to be challenging Athena or whomever is going to be the ROH Women's Champion. That's where you need to position Billy Starks at. With that said, I think she's going to win, though, the title.
Honey?
Far be it from me to go against the girl from Jersey. So, and but she's a friend of the show as well. Yeah, Deonna, let's go Virtuosa.
I can't pick against my Jersey girl.
Hello,
No
right.
ifs,
You know,
no
we gotta
ifs,
stick
ands, or
together. We gotta
buts.
stick together.
I gotta go with Deanna. I will say, going to your point, Kate, really quick, Billy Starks. It is crazy because last year at Final Battle, she faced off against Athena for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship match. By the way, so
it was the last two final battles, right?
Mhm.
It was like back to back.
Yep.
Of Starks and Athena, and I thought they were going to put it on Starks last year. It made perfect sense, but c'est la vie. Here we are.
Here we are, and we have the Ring of Honor Women's World Television Championship match. Mercedes Moné taking on Red Velvet. Said
I just want to exactly. Yeah, it's all set here. All set here.
This is the easiest pick of the night. Out of all three shows, this is the easiest pick of the night. Mercedes is going to keep this title. You know what, Boza? You've been chirping in the chat, and you be doing this on the Monday Night Mirror too. When you said, I'm nervous because Mercedes is going to win. Listen, if Red Velvet wins this match and takes the title from Mercedes, I will personally send you some Red Velvet.
Dylan, clip that.
I will send you some Red Velvet. I will go to Nothing But Cakes, get the nice little joint, mail it to you.
Cakes,
buttercream frosting, all that. I will mail you some Red Velvet because it ain't happening.
Honey.
Mercedes Moné.
Enthusiasm, pronunciation.
Mercedes Moné is gonna win.
Victoria.
It's gonna be more. It's just gonna be money. I mean,
money or Monet?
Monet. I like to call her money sometimes because she's racking in the money and the belts, and at some point you have to lose. But I don't think it's happening tonight.
I am really rooting for Red Velvet here. I am really rooting for Red Velvet. It feels like a John Cena, Dominic Mysterio situation. Cena wins and then drops it back to Mysterio. I hope we have a situation where Mercedes unifies the titles into one lineal championship and Red Velvet wins it back. Getting her win back means even more than just beating Mercedes to unify them. That's the wish and hope. But again, that's not happening. Mercedes Moné is going to win.
I know. I love it about Red Velvet. She's a friend of the show, by the way.
Friend of the show, Red Velvet.
Check out her interview, by the way. But
yeah,
I did like the nod she gave to Chris Statlander last week on her promo. But I am gonna pick Mercedes Moné. I think Red Velvet's gonna be off to bigger and better things because there's another belt she has in line. So I'm taking Mercedes Moné to retain that belt. We have the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship match. The Fallen Goddess, the Forever Champion Athena, taking on CMLL's Persephone. Honey, who do you have?
Forever champ, all day.
Said.
You know, there's something about this Monet rub that's been going around, and I think Persephone is the latest one to catch it. We've done the Forever Champ thing for so long, and it's drawn out to as long as it could possibly go. Like, why not coronate a new star who has pretty much carried CMLL's women division on her shoulders and kind of graduate her to the next step to being here in Ring of Honor and hopefully locking her up in AEW as well. So for that reason alone, I think we get a surprise, and I think Persephone upsets Athena tonight.
Kane?
That is what I feel as well, Mayor, for a couple of reasons, including a swap for a swap. All right. You got to remember who last week just became the CMLL World Heavyweight Champion. That would be Claudio Castagnoli. So I feel like for a good business relationship, not to mention MJF was also light heavyweight champion at one point this year. It's time for ROH to pay back the favor and have one of the CMLL stars go over. And I think this happens with Persephone. And then we could see Athena finally move on to the main roster of AEW, specifically AEW. Just get her on there, and then maybe we can get Billy Starks and Persephone, because Billy Starks wants to get her lick back for her mentor Athena, and that's how we get Billy Starks into the Women's World Championship picture.
Victoria?
I'm still gonna go with Athena on this one.
1,000+ days, Victoria. It's been almost 1,100 days. She has a Roman Reigns tracksuit at this point.
Hello.
Roman Reigns. She could be the next Roman Reigns.
That's what I was saying. Where's her tracksuit? She needs her 1,000-day tracksuit to acknowledge.
I don't want her to go AEW because I don't want them to like fumble it. So I want her to stay there a little longer. Let's get through this Monet having everything moment in AEW, and then let her go in and dominate.
Well, she has shown up this year, shockingly enough. She has shown up on television. But if I would love to see a new Ring of Honor Women's World Championship, but I do think Athena is going to retain. Because I said this from Supercard, I thought Thunder Rosa would be the one to do it, but that didn't happen. So I would love to see Persephone shine, because there have a few matches I have seen before she faced off against Mercedes this year on CMLL. There's a few times she wrestled on Collision, which is this year and last year, but she definitely is going to pull a lot of stops. I do think this is going to be a good match between both ladies, but I am picking the Fallen Goddess to retain. And Victoria, I know you have to hop off at 7:30.
Yeah.
So feel free to tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me on all the platforms, just at Victoria Waco. Come hang out with me over on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all the fun places. We talk wrestling. You might get some pageant stuff. And Matt Cardona, if you need help with your spray tan, I can be your girl to help you. Get a better spray tan.
That's a plug right there. Yup.
Plug.
That's a plug. Love it.
That's not a spoiler. That's a promise.
Oh my
Put
God.
that on a t-shirt, Victoria.
Have a good night, all.
You too.
Bye,
Victoria. Good weekend.
We got 2 more matches for this. We got the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team match. Shane Taylor Promotions taking on Sky Light. Honey, who do you have?
Have no idea. I personally don't. I'm just being totally, completely honest. But the guys on the left look mean, so I'm going with them.
STP. STP.
Yeah, man.
Let's do that.
Said.
So that's where Scorpio Sky went.
Because I was looking at him. I was like, is that him?
Yep, that's it.
Crazy.
Big return. I think Collision 100, AEW 300. I was actually in the house for that, and that Tony did nothing with it.
Oh, at Oceanside? Yeah, that's right. No, Ontario. We went Ontario.
Yeah, in Ontario. Yeah, I'm gonna take Shane Taylor Promotions to win this one.
I have Shane Taylor Promotions retaining that. They've just been really good to watch, and I can't wait to see them go more. So I'm picking Shane Taylor Promotions to retain. And we have the final match for Ring of Honor Final Battle, the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship Survival of the Fittest. We got, as I mentioned, Sammy Guevara, Commander,
Mr. Monet and Mr. Mello have
Blake Christian and Hechicero and Bandino. Yeah, they're pulling double duty tonight. Kane, who do you have?
Yeah, so this was originally supposed to be who? Bandito and was it Hechicero? Or somebody got injured. Yeah, so they doing this 6-pack challenge instead. I would like to see Bandito retain. It feels like this is Bandito's show. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Bandito just so they can get the actual match that's supposed to happen.
Said
Bandito's going to retain.
Honey?
Yeah, it would seem that that's my safest bet, and I'm going with that. Bandito as well.
I can't see Bandito losing it, especially with the fact him and Brody lost the tag team titles at Full Gear, and plus Bandito's been hot. So I'm going with Bandito to retain. And also, I didn't do a slide for this, but we have Lee Moriarty, Nigel McGuinness in an Iron Man match, 30 minutes.
Yeah. Side note, by the way, it's supposed to be Roosh, Bandito Roosh. So yeah, Roosh's gonna do double duty. He got injured. But anywho, Lee Moriarty versus Nigel McGuinness is the match that I'm excited for the most. As you can see, I got my Lee Moriarty Tiger Style shirt on, Tiger Style. So I'm rooting for Lee. Just I want to see AEW do more with him and Shane Taylor Promotions as well. Lee Moriarty is an STP. So this is not for the Pure Championship. This is just a matter of respect, as Lee Moriarty has a match with Commander for the Pure Championship post-final battle. But can't wait to see this. I mean, Nigel McGuinness feels some type of way about Lee Moriarty if he's going to do an Iron Man match with him. And after it's done, Lee Moriarty can draw like some sick painting of the carnage that happened, as he is a great artist. So make sure you check out his art gallery as well.
Honey?
I want to say Lee Moriarty. I know Nigel. If I say Nigel, I'm being safe, but I don't want to be safe. Okay, I'm treading in dangerous waters. So I'm gonna go with Lee Moriarty.
You from Jersey? Don't be safe.
Jersey said.
Well, Lee's gonna earn his respect and take out a legend. Got Lee.
Man, I really want to pick Lee Moriarty. Alexa, please play "Effin' in the Bushes" by Oasis. Please.
You think Nigel's getting it?
Nigel McGinn. Sorry, I would pick Lee, but I gotta go with Nigel. I have to. That's his theme song, by the way, too.
I can respect that. I respect.
I'm sorry. I can't pick against
Big
Nigel.
Pop when they
Plus,
played it.
he's gonna be a daddy soon. He's gonna be a daddy soon. Nigel.
Right, yeah.
Oh, shout outs.
Shout outs to him. But yeah, that's Ring of Honor Final Battle. But we have one more PLE we got to go through, and that is NXT.
Damn it.
Deadline.
This is so sad because we need Will here for this. Because we need Will Jonah Jameson for this particular episode.
I know.
We need it. NXT Deadline, dead or next in line. You know, like we need that.
He's Mr. NXT. I mean, come on. But NXT Deadline, we know it's going to kick off with the NXT Championship match between Oba Femi and Ricky Saints. Said, who do you have winning?
It would be so premature to hard reset on Ricky Saints' title reign, but the match between him and Oba to win the title was, I don't want to say it was bad. Bad is not a good word here. The finish could have been way better. So this feels like a way to kind of
undo that.
Yeah, to really put a better taste in people's mouth by toppling the ruler. I mean, I don't think anybody's ever beaten Oba back to back, so you can have that accolade as well going forward for Saints in this era of Ricky, because I don't think he's getting a call up soon. There's supposed to be several call ups coming up in the next month or so. Got to believe one of them is going to be Oba Femi. So for that, I'm saying Ricky Saints does conquer the ruler again, and hopefully to God, not with a tornado DDT.
Please God, no.
Oh.
Kane, who do you have winning?
Just thinking that made my stomach turn. That was hard. I mean, come on. Oba Femi with a tornado DDT. Anyway, Ricky retains here. It'll be more, of a decisive win. I think there will be shenanigans involved. This feels like shenanigans to lead it. Trick Williams is still somewhere floating around. It feels like shenanigans here. So I think this will be the way to send Oba to the main roster. We'll see you at the Rumble, big dog. Thanks for the memories in NXT.
Honey?
Yeah, same. As much as it pains me to go against the ruler, because I love our ruler of NXT. And he's done such a great, fantastic job. Probably, I would say he's probably had one of the most successful rookie years in a wrestling career that I've ever seen. And there's not much more he can do, or not much more left for him to do, unless there is, and maybe we've overlooked it. But I think Oba's story as his chapter in NXT is pretty much closing. And like Kane said, I'm looking forward to hearing that music at the Rumble. So, and considering that he's looked immensely different since the last time we saw him when he's returned, yeah, he's getting that main roster call up for sure.
Oba does look jacked.
Ricky Saints,
He does look.
do your thing.
He does look jacked though, Oba, since he returned. He's definitely looks very jacked. But
no bread, no water, just meat, man. Yeah, Booker T.
I gotta go. I gotta go with Ricky on this one. I just don't want his reign to be mediocre because I said this on Wednesday. The last thing I want is for his reign to be mediocre, and just don't want him to really fall in the cracks. And I want him to have a good, solid, memorable reign, and hopefully he gets some competitors. I mean, Josh Briggs, hello, your time is up. So I'm picking Ricky Saints to retain.
Super senior Josh Briggs.
Well, we have the Deadline men's survivors match happening. We got, as I mentioned, Leon Slater is pulling a double duty. Joe Hendry, Dion Lennox, Miles Bourne, Javon Evans. Kane, who do you have winning?
I believe.
Joe Hendry.
I believe Joe Hendry. This is why he's in NXT. This is exactly why he's here. Get in, win the strap, get out. Main roster. So I think he's here to do that.
Said.
Nobody's gonna like this, but I have reasons. Assuming that Ricky Saints is still going to be the champion, he needs adversaries that are a threat to his title reign or build a story around it. That's why I can't really rock with Hendry, because Hendry's been on the main roster. Hendry had a WrestleMania match, so I really don't think he needs an NXT title. I think we're just showcasing him to the WWE audience more consistently before he becomes a main roster star. The person that's going to win this match, and you gotta remember the Iron Survivor and what it is. It's like a microwave match where you can rack up pinfalls to win. And remember, Trick Williams, one of his best top 3 matches was the Iron Survivor, where he won in the last minute. Dion is winning this match, really, to me, because he's the only heel in this match. And Dark State needs to be elevated because we don't give a shit about them as a faction. They lost them tag titles so fast, but him elevating himself to the main event status will allow us to forward think about them as a threat around the main title picture and around Ricky Saints. I think it's perfect for all parties involved. I think Dion wins this match tomorrow.
Honey?
Yeah. All right. Well, my heart was going Joe Hendry, obviously, but sorry, no can do there. I think Joe, you are too primed and already experienced in these NXT streets, so we need to move you up. So you're good there. As far as, I mean, I feel like Randy Orton Jr. ain't nothing to mess with. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on Randy Orton Jr. But also with the point that Sed just made, I'm looking at the guy and Leon Slater. He's definitely somebody who's going to pose a threat and who should pose a threat to Ricky's reign. I'm stuck between the young OG or Leon, but with the case that Sed made, it pretty much solidified it for me, and it makes a lot of sense. Let's go Leon. Let's go Leon with that.
Leon or Dion Lennox?
Is it Leon? Leon? Why did I say Leon? Oh, Dion Lennox. Oh, I'm looking at Leon Slater. Yeah. Oops, got him mixed up.
It's Freud, yeah.
Dion Lennox.
Dion Lennox, Leon Slater, Leon Lennox, Dion Slater. Yeah, it's one.
You got the bruv. You got the bruv on the brain.
Yeah, big bruv, big takes. Yeah. 0121.
The bruv. I'm looking at this match because as much as I love Joe Hendry, as much as I love Javon Evans, Said you made a point because Ricky needs a strong heel. And especially you don't want to give a mediocre title run in NXT. I do think with Dion Lennox, it does make sense with the fact because there's not much you can do with Dark State because it's like anytime I watch him, it's just like, what's the point of it? Like, what is the point and the end game in all of this?
Think about it. Ricky can get his ass whooped for weeks.
Yes.
Weeks by Dark State. And it'll be good television.
I literally look at Dark State like these last months, and I'm just like, bro, I'm not scared of you.
It's like,
you know,
Yeah.
I'll throw hands with you, you know.
but I do think it could make a really good, solid story for Ricky. I mean, getting your butt beat every week, almost every week, and then like, you know, then you have to deal with the entire roster. So I am going to pick Dion Lennox. I do think he could be a dark horse in the men's Iron Survivor.
I feel like the highlight is going to be Leon. I mean, well, Leon and Javon are going to carry this match for the High Flyers, but a highlight of this match could come from Miles Bourne. So don't sleep.
Oh yeah, don't sleep on Miles Bourne.
Randy Orton Jr.
RKOJ. Yes.
Or as Will calls him, Stephanie Vaquer's boyfriend.
Mr. Vaquer. Mr. Vaquer.
Yes.
That's a great wrestling name. That reminds me of the old Louis Spicoli, who used to be Madonna's boyfriend. So that was his first wrestling name. So he could be Stephanie's boyfriend, Stephanie Vaquer's boyfriend. I watch that.
We go from the men's to the women's Iron Survivor match. We have Kalani Jordan, Sol Ruka, Jordan Grace, Lola Vice, and Kendall Gray. Said I already know who you're picking in this match.
Let him speak first.
Mary, you have the floor.
Listen, man. I was gonna say I was gonna do a watch along tomorrow, but last time Hickenbottom really pissed me off. Really pissed me off, and I honestly haven't watched a single episode of NXT since. I will tune in tomorrow for Deadline because the wrongs will be righted. There's a reason that JC Jane is your NXT Women's Champion again. It's because we got a whole storyline we haven't even buttoned up yet with Laney being in toxic or fatal influence, all that good stuff. It is Lola's time. It is now her time. She's been pulling double duty, going back and forth to AAA, back in NXT. We have a star-studded women's Iron Survivor match. Sol Ruka is having her problems with Zarya. Kalani Jordan just dropped the TNA title. Kendall Gray is probably the best thing in the women's division as far as wrestlings go. She's the Evolve champion. And Jordan Grace is quite there on the cusp, so I would say she's probably 1B for me, but she's always already shown that she's bridesmaid but never the bride. Lola makes a lot of sense here, and I don't think it's going to be like a huge disparaging thing. I think everybody here is going to get at least 2 pinfalls, and the third is going to be the break. And I can see a last-ditch back fist cover winning this match. So for that, I'm taking Lola Vice.
He said what he said, folks. Kane?
This Iron Survivor Challenge is always meant to boost the next big superstar into the NXT Championship and say that you're the face of the brand. I feel at the moment, Sol Ruka is too involved with Zarya. I think we see the hard turn tomorrow with Zarya. Lola Vice, actually, Mayor, that storyline is perfect that you just gave. But for AAA, I think that's going to happen with her for AAA. I think she's going to end up the Reina de Reinas champion with AAA first to kind of get her over there. And I think that the Evolve Women's Champion, she's going to be involved with Evolve, even though Kendall Gray can go. I know you was upset at Hickenbottom, Mayor, but her match on Tuesday, kind of a banger. Go back and watch that. So that kind of leads me back to who I think is going to win will be Jordan Grace to finally get her upcomings and become champion. So I think Jordan's going to be involved with that. I was stuck between Kalani and Jordan. Really, I would have preferred Tatum Paxley in this because, you know, rematch stuff and all that to kind of get it back. But, you know, I was stuck between Jordan and Kalani, but I think this is Jordan Grace's time because she kind of came with the most impact to NXT. She's kind of fallen by the wayside, and she's kind of been that bridesmaid to your point. But I think tomorrow starts her getting that ring to become the bride. So getting that match with JC.
Honey?
Jordan Grace, juggernaut.
Yeah, I would think it would have to be. I mean, all of these women have definitely earned their way to be here. All of these women fit the bill as far as what this match is going to bring. As far as what I believe all you guys have great points as far as who's going where and who's going to be dealing with what. I would agree with the fact that my pick to be Jordan Grace, because Jordan Grace honestly would be able to destroy Fatal Influence or Toxic, whatever they are, with her left thumb. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty much over for JC Jane at this point. I think that JC Jane has done well in carrying the title for the time that she's had with it. She's done a lot better than I thought she would. So she proved me wrong and a lot of other people wrong. But all of these women have a good case to be the winners. But Jordan Grace, you know, as we said, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I think it's about that time we do it for her.
Yeah. And remember, y'all, Jordan got to get her lick back against JC from Evolution.
Yes, she does.
So that was the big shocker.
They've kept that very far away from us for a while.
Yeah, because that was the shocker that we thought JC will be the transitional champion to drop to Jordan at Evolution. And we got hit with the So I think now that JC's upped her stature, it's like Jordan Grace will actually be the one chasing and saying, can she beat JC as opposed to can JC beat Jordan? So, you know, they've kind of kept that in the tuck by keeping them away from Evolution. So that's why I think Jordan goes over here.
Yeah, I think every single female does have a case for that. Lola definitely has a case because she still has to get her lick back from NXT No Mercy. Same thing with Jordan Grace from Evolution because she got screwed by Blake Monroe. But I'm going to pick Jordan Grace. I do think it's way long overdue for her because I know people want her to move up to the main roster, but I would like for her to be NXT women's champion before she goes. So that would be good. And also for a fact too, do not sleep on Kendall Gray. I know people think she's the Evolve Women's Champion, but do not sleep on her. She's been putting in some work in. She's done some segments with Ren Sinclair. Them are becoming a duo, so don't sleep on Kendall Gray.
Between Kendall, Kaylani, and Soul, you know this match is about to be stupid.
Crazy spots finna happen.
Insane. Yeah.
What do you think about
what I'm praying for, you know?
This potential 6 months of Jordan wins deadline, defeats JC, and then Blake Monroe, stand and deliver, beats Jordan for the NXT Women's Championship?
That's like a full circle moment. Full circle.
In. Yeah. Okay. I could kind of see that. That's my It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia scheme thing again, plotting everything. It's the plots. You're plotting again.
And the plot thickens.
Indeed.
Then we got the NXT. Well, so let me rephrase this. The NXT Canadian American Championship. I have to rephrase it. Ethan Page taking on Mr. Iguana. Kane, who do you have in this match?
It's going to be a fun match. I hope that there's an Ethan Page Canadian puppet for Mr. Iguana's puppet, Layeska. I hope there's some type of Page puppet as well. But Ethan Page retains. The greatest North American ever.
Honey?
It's all ego, baby. I got to do it. I'm riding this wave on Ethan Page. And honestly, he's grown so much on me since he arrived in NXT or WWE, period. So I'm going to keep riding that wave. Let's go, all ego.
And he has a killer theme song, by the way.
He does. He kind of does. Everything about Ethan Page has grown on me. Literally everything.
He does.
And I didn't realize he's pretty damn funny. You know?
He is. Said, who do you have?
I have the masked man. The person nobody's considering to have scaled the cage. Ethan Page is going to retain. The person who, other than Seth Rollins this year, had major beef with CM Punk, Ethan Page.
He did hit with a GTS.
Punk
did hit with a GTS at the end of Page and Trick.
Oh, shoot.
He could be mad about that still.
And also, there has been talk about earlier in the year when they talking about the Vision, Ethan Page's name popped up.
Oh, wow. I did not even think of that.
That might change my LA Knight prediction now. That's a good one, man. I'm thinking about that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one. Pencil that in. I just wish this match would have been a Layeska on a pole match or something. Like, you gotta it's gotta retrieve Layeska to win the title. To win, I don't know. Something.
I don't
something,
know.
You know.
I mean I'm gonna go with all ego, Ethan Page. That man needs to retain, and plus, I need to see him and Chelsea a lot more since they are the AAA mixed tag team champions. So I need to see more of Mr. All Ego.
Yeah, is that it? Oh no, Tatum and Izzy, right? Oh,
Yep, this is the last one. Tatum Paxley, Izzy Dame. Honey, who do you have in this match?
I've been waiting for this for a while. So Team Izzy, because I've been waiting. Team Izzy. It is what it is. I love you, Tatum. I love you so much. But Izzy, I've been waiting for this, like I said.
Said.
I'm taking Tatum.
Kane?
Izzy got to get her lick back, man. You cost me my title. You ruined Thanksgiving for me. Like I was by myself on Thanksgiving. No title, no turkey. You gonna take this L, shawty.
Let's go, Miss Breaker.
Miss Nice segue there, special little nobodies. Nice segue. I'm actually going with Tatum. After that promo she did, I would not want to mess with her. And you're taking her to a dark, dark place. So I'm going with Tatum Paxley.
Darker than she's already been, I tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Yeah. And
they have the same bronzer. Izzy and Braun just go to the same tan bed or something. They just orange, please.
But yeah, we made it through all 4 predictions. NXT deadlines tomorrow. Tonight, you got SmackDown, you got Ring of Honor Final Battle, you got TNA Resolution. You got a good weekend full of wrestling. But we got to get out of here because we got to,
watch some wrestling. SmackDown comes on in like 4 minutes.
5 minutes. So, yeah, we got to make sure Honey gets ready for Honey Night SmackDown because you don't want to miss it. The aftermath of War Games. We'll see what happens. What SmackDown. But we're wrapping up here. And, Honey, where can the people find you?
People can find me out and about, buzzing around in the honey pot. Also here, WWT Live, a lot more frequently, especially after the holidays. The holidays are so difficult. So I appreciate everybody's patience and bearing with me. But frequently, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, definitely Fridays here because, we got the Honey Night SmackDown watch along every Friday, 8 o'clock. Make sure you guys check me out. I'll be with you guys hosting you for the next 2 hours for hopefully a fun-filled SmackDown. I'm hoping because last week was a bit of a but we'll see what happens this week. And also all things Wrestling with Honey podcast kicking off for the new year. Time is coming. Clock is ticking. 2026. Subscribe to the YouTube, y'all. You don't want to miss it.
There it is. Said, where can the people find you?
They can't. That's first and foremost. You might see me tomorrow for some NXT deadline post-show talk. We'll figure out the semantics with that. Monday Nightmares will continue to exist for the post-show from this upcoming Monday. It's a go-home show as we get ready for John's last match. Still working on that Monet article for y'all. I'm in a state of grieving right now. I got to build myself back up, and that starts with the cake lady tonight taking that L against Miss Monet. But other than that, the socials are the socials. You know what they are, and I'll be here when I be here.
Kane, where can the people find you?
Yeah, man, out here on these internet streets at Kane McCoy. Lots of tweets about wrestling and or European football. Go Chelsea. Blue is the color.
Reference to soccer. Yes. Love it. Well, the people can always find me chirping sporadically on WWT. Don't forget Wednesday. Winter is coming. You don't want to miss AEW Dynamite for winter because we do have a stack-filled action and we're still on the road to full gear. We also still have the Continental Classic happening. I may do a little recap of the Continental Classic because I see not many content creators are not recapping it because this is probably insanity when it comes to Continental Classic. So I may do that. You can also follow me on @CourtneyNJ11 on all my socials on Twitter and Instagram. TBD because my interview with Gail Kim, I still have editing touches, so I'm just waiting for Boss Lady to pull it so we can get the interview because Gail was really great. I was very happy to see her. Please make sure to follow ISPW Wrestling. The next time I will be on commentary will be February 13th For Girl Power Pro Wrestling 3, we're going to have Carissa Rivera, formerly known as Elektra Lopez, and Deonna Purrazzo will be there as well. So if you love wrestling, you love independent wrestling, and you live in Jersey, feel free to come by. And also, we do want to thank everybody for their support. Definitely shout out to everybody in the chat, Special Little Nobodies, Boza, our producer from the future, Dylan popped in. I did see Sindel popped in. 2man316. We do want to thank everybody for joining with us on this jam-packed Friday night. But we got some wrestling we got to catch up on all this weekend. And thank you for supporting Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.